Yeah, I can hear you. Hello. Yeah, it's just during this. Hello.
Hey, we're live? Excellent.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't even ask. You have this, we're on public, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Welcome everybody. We are currently waiting on my lovely co-host and wife, Dinora Walcott.
I was gonna say I'm pretty lovely.
And we also have Joe, the assistant, manning the booth, as it were. That's Joe. Thanks everybody for joining us. We're gonna hopefully draw some cool, scary stuff. Did I really? Okay, there. As soon as I start, I run out of the first thing I needed. That breaks my heart. All right. We're gonna do kind of a bigger one this time around. So this is 18 by 24, where most things that we've been working on have been like 11 by 15. But it just feels like good fun shapes. And so right now, I did grab a bunch of reference, but like I'm kind of still torn on figuring out. But I think we're gonna do more of a classic. I have kind of the image that I showed for the thumbnail is kind of is a classic one, but like I don't want to draw the same thing twice, so I'm just gonna mix up the pose a little bit. But where are we at? Okay. Let me adjust some light. There we go. All right, that's gonna be a little better. Okay. I want to do the whole like hands crossed thing over his like. All right. I just want to. I'm kind of measuring the guts of the piece right now to make sure what I can get on camera in one single. Okay. I didn't even look at that other camera. I'm pretty sure the. Oh yeah, it's right in front. That's fine. Sorry guys, we're really close to having everything worked out. I think we're actually pretty much there. So Mr. Joe, if anybody comes in as far as comments or something, if you could let me know as we wait for Miss Walcott to join.
Yes. So Funky Monkey says, "Hey, watching this at work." Same. What's up, Funky Monkey?
No. What am I doing?
Mike waved. He says hello.
Mike waved. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, just a wave. Marcus gave us some devil horns.
Thanks, everybody. Okay.
Funky Monkey said, I need to watch Nosferatu. I watched the original one just to get in the mood, just to end up missing out on the recent one.
I haven't. I haven't seen the recent one yet. I have, but you know, what's funny is like, yes, the original is, is the original, but my go-to for that character is the what was his name? Marlowe my favorite version, I guess, up until I haven't seen the new Nosferatu yet. But my favorite version was the one from Salem's Lot. That guy was just beautiful. Beautiful and terrifying.
Lee Smith said, anyone watch the recent Nosferatu movie?
All right, we're not going to talk about the recent Nosferatu movie.
It's so good.
I haven't seen the recent.
Jason hasn't seen it. I love it. I'm obsessed. It's so good. He's gonna borrow my copy so he can watch it. Hopefully this week. We can talk about it next week. I don't want to give him any spoilers.
What's wrong with you?
There we go. Kiki Noel said, it's my favorite thing.
Nosferatu? The new one?
The new one, yeah. Because it's that good. You're late to the party.
I am. Oh, I'm always late to the party, dude. I literally just saw Deadpool Wolverine like a week ago.
That's true. Yeah, you'll see Sinners like next October.
No, we have to see it in the theater. We have to see it. We're not allowed to miss that one, I don't think.
Well, yeah, it's in 70 millimeter this week, and I think next week, and then it's done. So, time's ticking.
I feel like you're trying to stress me out again, dude.
Lee Smith says, I thought it was great. I'm guessing he's referring also to the new one. See, all the more reason to see it.
I'm not against it. I have deadlines and children.
I know.
I'm all for it. I'm very excited to see it.
I'm on the back end of how busy you are, so I know exactly why you haven't seen it. It's just fun to give you a little bit of a hard time about it.
We're trying to get there.
We're almost done with so many projects that you will all see in months.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna flip out over all the Scrooge stuff, man. I'm so proud of this.
We're like right at the finish line.
Yeah, that was a great thing. It was recently when I figured out that I was, past the halfway mark. And for a book this size, I was just over the moon. I was like, holy shit, we're actually, and that really just motivated the hell out of me. Like, I've been cranking ever since. Now I would say it's a good solid 80%. Oh, I'm gonna mess with it. I haven't. Okay. Count Orlock. Everybody tuning in right now, if you when you see like a notice or whatever that there's an art sale, if you go to the Big Cartel page, you don't have to type in anything special. The pieces that I've done on these live streams are, pardon me, the available ones are all up on Big Cartel, and they're all on sale. They're all on like really the cheapest I think I've ever priced something like that. It's a great one. I love these things, and so I think you will too. But if you head over to Big Cartel, like I said, you don't need a code or anything like that. They're just there for you.
Go buy all of them.
Oh my God!
Surprise!
Surprise! How dare you?
I've just been creeping.
I don't like it.
I like the drawing. And I like you. You're welcome. Hi, everybody.
This
I'm
is
Dinora.
Miss Walcott. We talk about you before you show up.
Oh, I didn't know.
So people know that we're expecting my wife, my disrespectful late wife.
Because I scared you? and because I'm taking care of our children. Is that the disrespect part? That's the one. Oh, how dare
Both
you?
of those things
How dare you?
are true.
And in front of company. How dare you? Hey, Joe.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good now that I'm here. It's good to be here. Yeah.
Yay. See, after you see Sinners, you're gonna want to draw Smoke and Stack. I guarantee it.
I'm so excited.
Smoke and Stack. You know who I
And
do
then
want to
we'll
draw?
have to do a Smoke and Stack stream.
You know what I just thought that would just be a fun one to draw is going. I'm not used to the beard; it's itchy. And because I haven't, it's completely shifting gears. But like what is this? His name Spider Punk. I think he would be really fun to draw.
Hobby Brown.
Yeah, from Spider-Verse. I think that would be a fun character to draw.
Yeah, that would be insane.
Spider Punk, you said?
You remember Spider-Punk from the Spider-Verse?
Oh yeah. Oh, I love him.
The British dude.
He needs his own
you should
movie.
definitely do that.
Okay, so
I completely agree.
I cheated, and now I put his hands down. So now I just made all of this more difficult on myself. Wait, am I going to leave his hands down?
Keep things fresh.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, Hobby needs his own movie.
Oh, no. I'm not going to put his hands down because that's too short. And you can't tell that sometimes when you're drawing really big. But that would have been really disappointing to have made it so far. And all of a sudden, he would look like Nosferatu from Willow. I'm just saying.
Or baby hands, like
big hands.
Robin.
No, because I was drawing big hands.
Oh,
wouldn't have been great. Wouldn't have been great.
See that collar coming in there? I like it. Nosferatu.
Nothing.
Have you seen the most recent film?
Joe has, but we have not. And I say we because I am waiting for you.
Oh,
not waiting for you is not like your fault. It's we just haven't seen that. You know,
yeah,
I will see it with you.
I love it.
Period. Full stop.
No commas.
Yeah, that's it.
It's period.
I'm getting angry.
What made you choose Nosferatu for tonight?
No idea. Again, it felt like I don't know if something. I don't think it was anything from the movie. I don't know. Like I've been lately picking characters because they're fun, but like picking ones that just seem fun based on like shapes and stuff.
Hmm.
And he is that. But we Death Metal Joseph and I were talking, and I'm gonna do a fine art one again soon.
Oh, okay.
They
character?
No, fine art one. Like we initially started off doing fine art ones, paintings and just live models and stuff, things like that.
Yeah.
Not characters, not. I wanted to start having, or I wanted to play around and start drawing characters and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing lately. But like, it would be fun to go back and just like spending the time painting and rendering out like a face or something. We're gonna bring it. Oh
no, go ahead.
We're gonna bring the camera over to the easel at some point and that kind of thing.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
Shift.
There we go. Yes, shifting perspective. It really helps. Like in the middle of comics, it just keeps your brain creative and just shifts gears fully, and it's great.
What are you more drawn to? So you said that you looked for what characters, like what type of Is it the energy of the shapes? Is it creating the shapes? When you said you were drawn to characters who had fun shapes, is it like how does that hit you?
Do you remember that show Face Off?
Yes.
The first thing that they did with their characters or whatever was they came out as a silhouette. And they were first judged by the makeups or the character's silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of like that, because it's got to look cool. It's got to look like something unique, something its own thing. But like, I like exaggerating, and I love fun shapes. So if a character is skinny, I get to make him super skinny. If a character is huge, I get to make it super huge.
Mm-hmm.
What is it you and I were talking about? And I feel so bad. I will get his name and reference it. There was a person who interviewed me that was also a teacher, and he said that he would tell his students to draw something loud. And I truly loved that expression, and that is kind of like where it fits here. Like everything I try to work on now, I try to take a moment and be like, make sure you're drawing it loud. So then all of a sudden it gets bigger or more energetic or that kind of thing.
Or more exaggerated even?
Oh, absolutely. It just becomes more about play.
And what guides you in that? Is it the character themselves, or is it just you saying like, oh, this character has these shoulder pads, I'm gonna make them massive? Is it the energy of the character also?
It's absolutely the energy of the character. I mean, yeah, as far as something that's going to entice me to want to draw a character, it's pure aesthetics at first, like I said, like it's all not simple shapes, but I don't know. It just has to kind of pop. Like I'm kind of excited to kind of come back with a different thinking and do a new cable, like because that piece was fun, but like it wasn't what it could have been, and I was like, I didn't make it fun. So I would like to go back and revisit that one just to see like what it would be like to really play with that character.
And that'll be nice to see what the difference is.
Yeah. Mostly, I mean, I think mostly it'll be time. like that last cable piece took forever, and then finally I eked out, a finished piece, and I was happy. But like, when I have the right feeling, like the right reference, the right everything for a piece, and I'm just ready to draw it, and I'm confident in the shapes and the composition, things like that, the piece just goes much faster. Like it flows. I learned a long time ago that it's not always about forcing it, sticking with it. For me now, if it's getting too hard, like the difference, like like, oh, fight through this because it's a new medium, or fight through this, or you can't fight through this because it's just not instinctively right. You're not having the best time with it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not having the best time with it, you're not going to make the best thing.
Makes sense.
The nice part about it doesn't make me happy. I love having the tiny screen.
What do you mean the tiny screen?
I look over and I see this little tiny screen of the stream, and that helps me see the piece further away. Which helps me see compositions that are off. No, yeah, you know what? I don't want to do. Okay. Have you seen anything of Nosferatu?
Yes.
What?
The original.
Nice.
Years ago. I would love to revisit it.
What about?
Go ahead.
What about I was talking before you popped on about Salem's Lot. I don't remember if you had seen it.
Salem's Lot, I've only seen pieces of. I've never seen the whole thing.
Gotcha.
For whatever reason, it never called me back.
It's
It
a
wasn't like, oh,
very
I need to
slow
see how
burn.
it is. Okay, yeah, then that makes a lot of sense.
I'm a fan of slow burns, and Salem's Lot's a slow burn.
Like too slow, or
It pushes the boundaries, but for me, I know it's coming, and there's some really great scenes in the when the Nosferatu comes out. He's truly just a terrifying dude.
I'm gonna put that image. Salem's Lot. Yeah, that one. Right. That's the one I was thinking of. Nightmare. Full on nightmare. You never want to see this anywhere.
Nope.
At any point.
I would be
For
terrified
any
just
reason.
to meet the actor.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's enough.
It'd be one of those where I was just like, too much.
No, thank you. I wonder if it was complicated having those super long teeth right in the front. His character has two teeth that curve a little bit together. That's not right. My fingers aren't doing it right because it's not right. His teeth aren't right.
His teeth look almost like those like bugles.
Yes.
Like the chips.
The snack thing.
Yeah,
They're
they're
like
just
bugles on your fingers, but he put them over his two front teeth.
Terrible.
I wonder where that choice came from. The directly in the front, as opposed to the fangies.
Bats? No. Do bats have that?
I
thought it was from bat teeth.
I don't think so. No, bats are on the side. Bats are very cute, by the way. They're so ugly. Some of them, the little snush nose ones. So ugly, they're cute. All right, that's enough of this image. I got to get you off of my screen.
You don't like that? You don't like that?
It looks like some bats have like the two long front teeth, like right in the front.
See, boom.
I don't see those, Joe.
Here, hold on. I'll send you a link in the back in the private chat.
When I was in college, I had a bat that nested on my window for about a week, and it was great. I've never seen a bat up close like that before, and it was a delight.
We had a couple. Throughout my life, like they would be in like our basement or something. And, my brother would catch them. He tried to raise one for a little while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was a cave, totally, unsanctioned and just whatever, but the whole city knew about it. This little small town in Tennessee. So basically, it was just aching for a lawsuit because kids would just be going through this mile-long cave, and at some point, I mean, it was terrifying. A lot of bats in the cave. You would put your light up, and you would just see black. And that's where all these bats are sleeping. And then if you fucked with them and made like really loud noises or splashed huge rocks, it would wake them up and piss them off. But they would start dropping. I forgot to mention this was also in like maybe knee-deep water in the cave. So they would drop in the water, and then like a speedboat come across the water. Yeah. It's terrifying. We loved it.
I think we played different games as children.
That was a perfect siren whatever that was from.
It was my phone. I thought I had it silenced. Apparently not.
You are correct.
Okay. Yes, terrible. Wunderbar. If you had to name your top 3 vampire characters, who would they be?
The Lost Boys, and the Lost Boys. No,
Okay.
that was just such the most like pivotal vampire movie at my age group that came out. But vampire characters.
They're just noodles,
It-
Michael.
Just noodle. A million Chinese people know. They're still in there though. I like the Lost Boys.
Okay.
Just because of the visuals, it's got to be Nosferatu's got to be in there. But
Mhm. And I can say, I can imagine it might be a little tricky too, because you've also drawn some and that are in films and in different projects, but you've also created some.
Oh yeah, like I mean, I drew enough vampires with Philadelphia, but it was fun times. And I like the Philadelphia vampires are some of my favorite because I got to design them with their yellow eyes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think after, man, I had something in my head that was kind of
If it's too much pressure, we can move on.
Go ahead. We're just gonna you stalled. You got ADHD and you just stalled me out.
I saw it happen. I was like, oh nope, I know what that is.
Ruin this.
No, we're gonna move right on.
Thank you, baby.
No problem. So one of the things I always bug you about doing is going right in with ink and just like seeing what happens. For most of these kind of things, do you ever just go in directly with ink, or do you really prefer to do it in sketch first and then go in with ink?
Mostly because I'm still getting over a certain level of being self-conscious of wanting to kind of nail it, but I'm getting to that place. I was kind of feeling it actually with this one. It's funny you were saying that. I think some of these though had very complicated characters. Deadpool and Cable had that needed to be kind of mapped out.
Yeah.
But yeah, truthfully, like I could have probably just grabbed a pen and started working on a Nosferatu piece.
Yeah.
I'll get there. It's one of my favorite. No, but it is. It's one of my favorite things. In my sketchbooks and most of my stuff that I do is that I don't. Nota's right. I don't really pencil a ton. It's kind of these live streams are a little bit rare, but I tend to try to just go in with straight ink and come what may.
Is that something you used to do in the beginning of your career? Was it like when you were self-publishing?
What?
Were you sketching first and then inking, or were you sometimes going directly in straight to ink?
I didn't go straight to ink. I didn't even know that was a thing to do. I didn't go straight to ink until I met up with George Pratt and Kent Williams and those guys. But it was Baron's story that just... Pardon me. I'm getting over a bit of a cold, guys. I'm so sorry. But it was Baron's story who first just... between him and Bill Sienkiewicz in his sketchbook, really pushed the idea of just going in with just ink and because on that level you're more focused. You're even though it seems scary, your focus jumps 10 times higher because pencils kind of give you a little bit of a safety net. You're like, okay, here's a thing now I can draw on top of that. But like when you're just going with ink, you're just going in, but like you're hitting marks you probably didn't know you could hit. But I've been doing a lot of the Scrooge stuff that way, just going straight in with a final line. I'm just like, oh, this is great.
Yeah. You have a lot of energy that comes out when you go straight to ink.
I agree. And I'm gonna go against that comment and go in with another pencil.
You're like, now that we talk about it, I'm gonna do the opposite right away.
Okay. Like move past that.
Move it along, move it along. Oh, I didn't look at the chat. Let me see. Oh, hi everybody.
You didn't look at the chat.
I got excited about your drawing.
You didn't get excited.
Let's see. Lee Smith says that would be awesome. Anything that gets you painting at the easel again. I agree with that.
Well,
It's a good
I miss it, and I got ideas and all that stuff.
If only there were 3 of you, then you could be painting right now. And juggling, maybe. The other one could learn to juggle.
I think Joe is starting to see that there needs to be another one of me.
The juggling.
There's a lot going on.
The juggling of Jason.
The juggling of Jason.
Jason.
You know what? I realized that some of that influence is showing up right now in this drawing. There was a character that Barry Windsor Smith did called, and his name was Rune, Rune. And it was an independent book in the 90s. And my God, did it just have the coolest design for a vampire that I had seen. I was like, he did it. He really showed a vampire in a different physical way. And yeah, Rune, man.
Is it Rune Slayer?
No, just Rune. And you might even need to type in Barry Windsor Smith after it, or BWS.
Does that vampire make your top 3?
Yeah, for visual, yeah. Just cool vampire characters.
Oh, I can definitely see why you like that one. Oh, my phone is doing all the sounds. I'm so sorry. I keep thinking I turned it off. I didn't hit the button long enough.
Real question. What about Drac from Hotel Transylvania? Where does he stand on your list?
No, nowhere close.
Not even like a 4?
That studio is not my favorite studio for animation. That said, we with my children, we've seen every one of those movies multiple times, and then it did wind up chipping away at my heart. And so I do like those movies, and I do like him. He doesn't go under my favorites, but like I don't hate him anymore.
I kind of like those movies. They're pretty cute.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, I personally really like the TV series because I like the daughter character.
I didn't even know.
Oh yeah, it is good.
They did like a season or 2 on Netflix, and the animation is it's 2D, but it's it's flat animation, but it's so the style of it is fantastic.
Well, I know what I'm watching when I get home.
I was about to say, you gotta watch it, Joe. They do a really good job with it.
Yeah, I like those movies. I haven't seen the one where they go on a cruise, but I've seen all the other ones.
Oh, that one's fun too.
So many times.
You should watch that first, and then the show.
And then watch the show. Watch them in order.
Yeah.
So many times we've seen that.
Oh yeah. Maybe we should watch it again this weekend.
At least it's not Coco Melon.
I'm so glad those days are over, man. I am so glad those days are over.
Only our son got John Coco Melon.
Full effect.
We had skipped it before, had no idea what a Coco Melon was. And then he saw it, or did he hear it in preschool? Is that what it was? I forget how he even came to it, but it was definitely not on purpose. That was unintended.
My little brother is 5, and he spent the night at our house for like a sleepover, and he wanted to watch that so bad. And I was like, "There's no way." I was like, no, we're watching anything else. Despicable Me, Shrek, anything but this.
Well, I mean, those are great movies that you just listed.
Yes, yeah,
Shrek.
they're all significantly better.
At one point, I knew all of the words to the first Shrek.
Oh, what if we did a Shrek stream?
Do it. Do it, Jason.
You guys have fun with that.
Do it, Jason.
Yeah, we'll get on here. We'll draw 2. We'll all do Shreks.
You know what? Actually, I will totally draw Shrek, an ogre.
I feel like you do a pretty wicked Shrek, especially if you started with like a green pencil. It just has that little pop of green.
He's never liked the way Shrek looked. It's always bothered him.
Oh, I don't like any of that animation. It's all creepy. They ride that line too much with realism.
It's like uncanny valley. Like they almost look real.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like where it looks. It's like almost like too real.
Yeah, like the
makes you
Christmas Train
uncomfortable.
movie.
Yeah, that's uncanny valley. It's like there's something missing.
Yeah, I'm like, why do I have to see every gap between your teeth?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I never watched all of, I want to say any of those movies because the animation made me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Tom Hanks.
But Shrek didn't do that to me. Shrek, I was on board from moment one.
Get this. I don't like popular music in movies, in animated movies.
You're such a curmudgeon. What?
That's truly, it takes me out of it. I'm like, where I'm watching a fantasy movie, I'm seeing ogres and I'm seeing all this other stuff, and then I'm listening to Smash Mouth or whoever it is.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. Yes.
And I'm like,
Lord.
oh, okay.
Oh, we're being interrupted again.
What is this?
Oh,
boy,
what is this?
The babysitter
is gonna get fired.
Mom, what is this?
This
Monster.
is Nosferatu.
Who's
Say that? Say
Nos?
Nosferatu.
Flato.
Mm-hmm.
He's a vampire.
He's a vampire. You see Daddy's drawing the teeth in there. The red.
Is that a vampire?
It is a vampire.
It's just a girl vampire.
Okay, so listen to me. Go back out there, close the door, and if you need something, have a babysitter text me, okay? And take the dog with you. I love you. Wait, take the dog too. Oh Lord, the boy left the dog in here.
That dog is your fault.
To Murgatroyd. All right, I'm going to look back at some of these comments. Matt Nick 1983 says, "Evening, everyone. Looking great so far."
Thank you.
Hello, Matt. Let's see. Manuel Herrera Arella says, "Hey, hello, Jason, Shawn. You are so cool, amazing artists." I agree.
Hello.
We're on the same page there. Lee Smith says, "Love the Philadelphia vampires and the werewolves." Yes. One of these, you got to draw one of your werewolves.
Yeah. Werewolves.
Go on out. Bye.
Are you back?
I'm back.
What a really fun vampire was that I didn't expect was Nicolas Cage in was it Renfield?
Renfield.
Renfield.
Oh, I didn't
Uh,
watch that one. That was the recent one.
I think it's a couple of years now. One or
Yeah.
two.
More
But
recent than Nosferatu.
yes. But it was I saw it on a plane. He was fantastic in being truly an awful person. It was great.
He is an actor who likes to play, and I love that.
Yes. Oh, and he definitely did.
He really chooses characters that he's going to have fun with. And I mean, that's goals to get to that point in my career where I can just be like, you know what I want to do? This one. And not really have to ask anybody about it. Not have to be like, do you want me in your movie? I would like to do that. I would like the job.
Mm-mm-mm.
And isn't he he's a Coppola, right? But he changed his last name?
Yes, he is.
Thank you.
He's one of the cousins.
Oh, cousin. Okay.
Yeah. Francis Ford Coppola is his uncle, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, he wanted to be different, so it worked. He's his own brand.
Yeah. Because if you don't know, you there was no way to know.
No, and he's not really like piggybacking off like I'm a Coppola.
Mm-hmm.
He's just doing his own wild thing.
Someone is asking. Oh, Dow is asking about the clicking sound. I think that clicking is Jason's headphones, or is it that the tablet is using a mic?
It's the headphones.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah. When you move around too much, it catches on your sweater, and it's catching on the zipper.
You catch on the sweater. We aim to please.
There we go.
It's still happening a little bit, but it's okay.
You know what? Yeah.
Sorry, Dow.
I'm gonna get you some other headphones.
It's that, or he hears an echo, which drives him nuts.
Oh, I can hear you in the other room and in my ear.
I know. I'm trying to talk quiet.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Are you though?
The only thing worse than one Joe is two.
Yes, if you hear an echo, that is the Joe in both my mic and the office.
I don't hear an echo.
He's being quiet now. It's being secret.
So Matt Nick, 1983, you're a Shrek fan too, I see. You're he says on the Shrek stream extravaganza, every response to a question, Jason has to say, "This is my swamp." I love it so much. And yeah, I agree. So when we do Shrek, Jason, that's got to be your response to everything.
About to be my response now.
No, don't hang up. I know what that means. Why did you choose a brush pen?
I wanted to get to it. Bold shapes right now. Sort of. And the smudginess.
It stays wet just long enough.
Just long enough to be irritating when you don't want it to smudge. Yeah.
When you're not trying to do it on purpose.
Right.
This feels like the piece you did in Greece, in the workshop in Greece, where you were talking about shadows and light.
Oh, that's cool. Sort of, yeah.
What are you seeing?
I have several photos of Nosferatu on the tablet. I'm kind of just bouncing around.
Mm.
I mostly kind of do a subdued version, so kind of cranking out more of a this thing is different for me.
I think this question, I think you told me this bit of trivia, Jason, but I wonder if anybody else knows it. Why did the filmmakers have to change Dracula's name to Count Orlock?
Oh, I don't know this.
Oh, I thought you were the one who told me this.
Wait. Oh, because they didn't have the rights to Dracula.
Yeah, copyright issues.
Yeah. That's changing a name. To me, I think, or the one I know of, the worst copyright story, just as a divergence, is being young filmmakers. The very first version of Night of the Living Dead that went to theaters,
Mm-hmm.
all filmed without copyright at the end, and they saw it, and then they realized it, but then they had to do a whole re-release. But those canisters of film were already out there, because that was back in the day. It wasn't like we deleted it. Like, those were canisters of film. So they were like, yeah, for years you would just see bootlegs coming up left and right.
Wow.
like, oh no.
And there's nothing they could do about it because
right. It's corrected now, but yeah. Yeah.
That would suck. That makes me think of the Oasis song, where they use the symphony, or they use the orchestra.
Was that Oasis? I thought that was a different
Oasis?
dude. I think that's a different dude, but yeah, he used that symphony. Dun, 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 dun.
It was
Geez,
Oasis.
I think the song is actually called Bittersweet. Yeah, but I didn't think that was this song. It could be.
Yeah, Bittersweet Symphony.
Oh, okay.
I think it is them. But either way, for anyone that doesn't know, they used an actual recording of this classical song as the background for their hit song, Bittersweet Symphony. But the song itself is open to the public for use. But the actual recording was a specific orchestra that they did not get permission from. And so they had to pay tons of money for that mistake, because that song was a huge hit.
Yeah.
Cross all your T's and dot all your I's. Wasn't it? Didn't it change with Vanilla Ice? I think there was some major lawsuit or something with Vanilla Ice using Freddie Mercury and David Bowie's song, but it was before the laws changed, so it was okay for him.
Right. Yeah, and here you see a video of
Verve
him defending it. Was hilarious. Verve, yeah. But I think
thank you, Cthulhu Hand Luke.
I think Will Smith was an early accidental fuck around and find out of copyright. I don't know if he did this song, like, I think Nightmare on Elm Street, and he used like Nightmare on Elm Street stuff in it or stuff, and they were like, you can't do that, and I think that was like a reason he went bankrupt, like almost went bankrupt. They sued him for everything.
Oh, I never heard that.
He did like a Freddie song, and they're like, I don't think he got any kind of rights to do it.
Wasn't it called like Nightmare on My Street?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah,
and then I think
that is the song.
And then I think if you look at it, like, he just disappeared. Like he, I don't know if he just starts making stuff to make, but he got cleaned out.
Oh wow.
For copyright for doing that, because he made so much. That song was popular. And they were like, you didn't ask anybody. Yeah, brutal.
It's so interesting how that kind of thing can or did happen so often before, where the rules were so unclear that even the record label didn't know this is going to be problematic.
Right. Why didn't they stop that?
Yeah, you would think the attorneys there
Right.
would have said, we should check into this first.
Like they would know that. Yeah.
Well, the copyright for Nosferatu, because they ripped off Dracula, they had the copies destroyed. So the movie was almost like lost forever. But some copies made it out. Like some film canisters made it out. So it was
Yeah.
able to like survive only through like escaping because that was part of the repercussions of like ripping off Dracula was like they were like just destroy all the copies.
Jeez.
So it's like almost a lost film.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and there's like the lost film thing is crazy. Like London After Midnight, the Lon Chaney movie, that's like a lost film. Like that doesn't exist anymore.
No kidding.
Which is weird because like it's so iconic. Like I have an action figure of Dr. Burke, but the movie you can't watch the movie. There's no copies of it.
What? That's crazy. Makes sense though. It's just it was such a different system then.
Yeah,
Once
we're
it's
lucky.
gone, it's gone.
Yeah, we're lucky that a couple Nosferatu canisters survived.
I just saw recently that happened with another movie, much more recent film. Was it Toy Story 3, I think? Something like that, where um, I don't remember if there was like a system reboot or what it was, but all of the footage was wiped away by mistake. And so the studio had lost the film completely. There was no way to get it back. But one of the producers was away on maternity leave, and she had taken a copy with her.
Yes.
And so because of her, that's why we have the movie.
I saw that article. Yes, I believe that's it was Toy Story. That's awesome.
Stressful. So stressful.
That
And
is
go
insane.
moms.
That happens with like a lot of like old games, like even like PS1 or PS2 games. They like didn't have the storage space, so they just threw it away
What?
because it was on discs. It was on like floppy disks or it was on like a drive, and at the time like it took up so much space to keep something like that, so they would just throw it away.
That just seems insane to me.
Yeah, can you spend all that time making something and you're just like into the trash?
Yeah. Like if you have it, good luck to you. But otherwise,
Millions of dollars just.
I mean, I'm sure they made their money back, but still, all the time it took to design the game, create the game, and they're like, that's enough. Oh, this is very cool. Jason, this is looking great.
I think we brought him up, but where does Blade sit on your list? Like we brought him up a couple streams ago, but is he in your top three?
The vampire designs in part 2 are absolutely in my top 3.
Yeah.
The whole Mignola mouth opening things.
Yeah, those are really cool. What about Blade himself?
Oh, I love him. Blade's kind of amazing.
I would actually like to see you draw Blade.
Same.
I did one little image for an upper deck card set, and that was it so far.
Well, sounds like it's time for another.
I think so.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, go flame Marvel. We should be doing a Blade book next.
Right.
Yes.
Go tell the Marvel editors we need a Blade book. Jason writing and drawing. Let's do it.
Boom.
Dart Baston says something similar happened with the Legacy of Kain remaster. They managed to find some old CDs with live recordings and lots of lost concepts.
Quote unquote. That's what that sounded like.
There are literally quotes there. So I'm glad that came across. My MFA is paying off here on the live stream.
But is it?
I mean, I hope so. One day. One day. We'll get there. What is some of the weirdest feedback? And you don't have to name any names, but like weird feedback you've received from an editor on a project you're working on.
Weirdest feedback. I don't think I've ever gotten weird feedback. There was one time when I was doing covers at Dark Horse where the writer told me what they wanted for the cover and the editor told me what they wanted for the cover, and those were differing opinions and I didn't know what to do, and so I tried to please both and I got fired.
Oh! Oh no!
Because it was not a good cover. And the guy was like, let's talk about this. What went wrong? And I'm like, what went wrong? He's like, everybody's telling me a different thing to do, and he didn't know that. I still didn't get to do the rest of the covers, but still, yeah. You know what? I'm not. I don't like him. I don't like my count where I left it.
No?
No. I do not.
Cthulhu Hand Luke is asking, have you ever had any supernatural experiences?
I mean, sort of. What's supernatural? Does that include ghosts? Does include ghosts, right?
Yeah, that's ghosts too.
I've had ghosty stuff here and there. I don't know. You talk about your stuff for a second so I can knock this thing out.
I don't like supernatural experiences. So I try to stay away from them because they frighten me. I come from a family that like very openly talks about supernatural experiences and what to do if you see a ghost or if there's a presence in your home, what to do and how to handle it. And I remember growing up being like, I don't want to have to use any of this knowledge. This is all terrible. Loved horror films, but like the idea that it would actually be in your house that's too much. I have had more what I guess you would call psychic experiences than I have had supernatural experiences. I had one where my aunt passed away and I was going back to her place to feed the dog and the cat that my grandmother was taking care of. And my family used to like to laugh about like, oh yeah, her spirit was here, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, haha, hilarious. But I went to feed the animals and I was by myself. And I'm almost positive that she walked through the living room. And the next thing I know, I have thrown dog and cat food up into the air and it is everywhere. And I've like hightailed it to the front door. And then I realized now I'm going to be in there way longer than I ever would have because I can't just leave food thrown all over the place. So I went back in and I was like, Auntie, I can't do this with you right now. So please don't do that again. I'm not going to handle it well. And then there was nothing else, but I had to like say it out loud. Just be like, yeah, this is not for me. Do that with somebody else. I can't do it. So that was terrible.
That's fantastic.
It's terrible.
Auntie, I'm not the right audience for this.
Yeah, we don't need a redo. Thank you. But I felt like I had to say it out loud because I was like going back in the house, and if it wasn't a ghost, super cool, great, whatever. But just in case that was what I saw,
yeah,
we had to talk about it. We had to talk about it. Didn't you have one with like a house you grew up in? One of the places you lived when you were young?
That was moments like, yeah.
Near a cemetery? Is that what it was?
Yeah, when we moved to the place across the street from the cemetery, there'd be things like in the middle of the night, like I'd be drawing and I could look across the hall, and like my brother would have a sign on his door, and there would be there was one night when I was just looking over there, just meandering, and the sign got knocked up off the door and then fell to the floor. And there was an audible like pop as though someone like smacked the paper. And so I just closed my door and went to sleep. And at that point, I thought I'd seen somebody in the house once, and there was nobody in the house, period. And what is it? Like, just my mom, we used to have a photo of one of the times we moved. There's like a pile of furniture in the middle of the living room floor from the move. And there's this mirror, and there's this Victorian woman very clearly in it. And that's one where like my mom apparently did the thing you were talking about. She kept hearing a lot of moving and a lot of stuff. And that was freaking me out. I mean, I didn't see anything, but she would talk about that. And she said that like, yeah, she had to have a moment. She was like, look here. They're like, we're not going to have this in the house. And then apparently it quit.
Yeah, it's super not cool by me.
Oh, my favorite one though is okay. Well, so my mom, my grandfather had died, and so my mom and my aunt, my uncle had set up. They had a pallet set up in the living room floor of my grandparents' house after the funeral, so they were staying with grandma and all that. And every and my grandpa was known to like get up in the middle of the night to go grab a beer. He was quite the alcoholic apparently, and so in the like they're all camped out and sleeping in the pallet, and she's just like, as she's laying there, she can hear his slippers shuffling right past him, and she just has her eyes closed, blanket over her face. She just hears the slippers, and then the refrigerator door opens. She's like, the light comes through the room, the refrigerator door opened, it closed. And then like he would if they was alive, like he came over to check on the kids. So she's like, the slippers came right up. She's like, but I never budged. She goes, I never opened my eyes. I never whatever. Because she's like, the slippers came up to them. And I'm like, oh, that's when I would have been dead.
Yeah.
It was like my soul would have left my body.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my cousins actually told me a very similar story.
I didn't make it up, Nora.
No, listen. No, that they were one of the family members had passed away, and they were all like late 20s, early 30s at this point, and they decided to have a sleepover, basically, like what we would have done, as little kids. Everybody sleeps on the floor, on pallets, just having a good time. So, but they're adults. They partied, and then they talked, they ate, and then everybody, crashed on the floor. And he said he saw the one that passed away, like very clearly, come into the kitchen and like having a drink. And he, like, more than one of them saw this, and I was like, oh my God, what? No. But I guess the one that passed away wanted to be a part of things. Like, oh, everybody's here, I should be here too. Like,
Stop it, John. Stop it.
Get out of here. You get out of here. It's good to
Not
see you, but it's also not good to see you at all.
You're not a part of this anymore. Nope. Don't like it.
No, that's no fun.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I will say the show Ghosts, the British version was the original, and then there's a US version, makes Ghosts very fun. The way that they use their ghosts is it really tickles me. I love the idea that there's just people just like still there. They're stuck to that location, but they're just living their own lives. They have their own drama. They have their own fun. That makes me feel better about the idea of Ghosts. A TV show.
A TV show.
That's all it took. That's all it took was a TV show. I mean, I still don't want to see them. Let me take that back. Don't want to see ghosts. But the idea that they're friendly ghosts is delightful. Oh, Cthulhu Hand Luke, I'm glad you're enjoying the stories. That was a great question. One of my favorite vampire sketches, Jason, is from Key and Peele.
Yes.
Where you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, it has the best. That's the first time I think I had heard the term, or at least heard it in that way, of future cars.
Yes.
One of the guys just didn't want to be one of these goth vampires, and he was just like, "Why did you become a vampire?" He's like, "Mostly for future cars."
It's just so great, like the juxtaposition of this guy who's from, current times and in current dress, just like a normal dude, and every other vampire is, like you said, super gothy and like intense, and they're all breathing in each other's faces and like making that sound over and over. And he's like, "Why are you doing that? What is that? Like, do you have to do that?" And then the rest of the vampires are like, oh, I guess I never really thought about it. Guess I don't have to be this way. Oh, spatter. This is my favorite part. My ADHD was just like, squirrel, seeing you do spatter.
Oh, I forgot to mention it again because we've been going at it for a minute. We're having an art sale tonight as well. You don't need a coupon code or anything like that, but if you head over to the Big Cartel store, I think the link is in the description. I'm having a sale on the original pieces that we've done on the live stream. You don't need a coupon code or anything like that. It's just I've lowered the prices and they're on sale. You can just go and get them without any of the hoopla.
That's awesome.
I think so.
Go buy them, guys. Have you ever asked if your viewers have any suggestions for characters they would like to see?
Yeah, that was some of the 90s ones.
Ah.
I think the Max was one of those.
Oh, dope. Okay.
I have to remember not to yank that thing out of my ears. Okay. Wait, that's one of those garbage brushes.
Don't use a garbage brush.
I don't want to use a garbage brush.
That's just weird.
I don't want to. Don't make me.
You never have to see it again. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Is look up the background story for Nosferatu.
Whatever you're doing sounds terrible.
Oh no!
Just play.
Are you hearing my keyboard?
I think so.
Oh heavens! I thought having these earbuds would change that. I wonder if it's something to do with StreamYard itself. There must be a setting, a sound setting that I am unaware
There's
of.
like echo cancellation,
Okay, that's
but
checked.
it's automatic.
Okay.
But no, it's just like the sensitivity of the buds.
Oh, here
Like
we
they're
go.
just able to pick up that keyboard.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There was an option. So, but can you hear me typing?
Yeah,
Oh, you still can?
yeah.
Just because you're using a real, you're using like a typewriter thing, aren't you, Noah?
Laptop.
Oh, okay.
It'd be really
Yeah, we
funny
just hear
if I
like the
was using
physical
a
taps.
typewriter.
There's just the physical taps of that you hear, not like we're hearing the ticky tack going through the.
Lee Smith said he doesn't hear it.
See,
Oh.
yeah, there you go. Well, you can't hear
It
nothing.
must
That's
just
great.
be us.
There
Just
was
like
an
how
option.
Jason can hear me twice. It's only him.
Okay.
It's because
okay,
I'm
great.
10 feet away from him, and I'm in his ear.
Okay. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, and if you're not signed up for Jason's Patreon, sign up for the Patreon. Get in on all this drawing activity, all this creativity.
Right. We do this weekly.
Let's see. Short breakdown of Count Orlock. Oh no, I don't like that. This Google AI giving answers first, does that bother anybody else, or is it just me?
We were just talking about this a couple of days ago. It's upsetting.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Just destroying the environment one Google search at a time.
Oh yeah, the amount of water
And power.
and energy.
They're estimating, like at the rate people are looking stuff up, that rolling blackouts will start happening across the U.S. by 2027, if not sooner.
Super fun.
Everybody quit looking shit up.
Oh
Yeah,
my
just
gosh.
stop using ChatGPT, please.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Done and done. I've been doing my part. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, I've never one time tried to use that. I have no interest in AI.
No. There we go.
Oh, so many different. I'm not going to do it this time because I'm getting mixed information. It's really strange.
About the history of Count Orlock,
Yeah.
like the production of the film, like the first Nosferatu.
Yes, the 1922.
Yeah, Max Shrek. Oh,
Here we
there
go.
it goes. Back to Shrek.
See? Now you have to do Shrek.
You should do Max Shrek at in a Shrek t-shirt. Like as Nosferatu, he's just wearing a Shrek shirt.
Nosferatu with the little Shrek things on his head.
And he has Shrek Crocs on his dirty ass toes. Because he has some long toenails.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely scratching up the back of your heels in bed.
Oh, terrible. Just sliced up calves.
I don't think I've ever heard of that actor referenced in a sexual manner before.
One of the most terrifying portrayals of all time. And that's what I go to.
Wouldn't want to cuddle with that guy. true because you would never wake up.
Yet.
That would be it.
Speaking of making jokes of vampires, do you guys have you guys watched What We Do in the Shadows, like the show or like the mockumentary? Like,
Oh
film?
yeah, hilarious.
I've seen parts of both.
So good.
It is so good. That's one of those where I keep meaning to, and I'm just waiting for that right ADHD moment.
For the movie or the show?
Show.
I think
Okay.
the show's better than the movie, in my opinion.
I've heard good
I like
things.
I connect with it a little more than like something about it. I just find a lot funnier.
I haven't seen it in a really long time. I remember enjoying both.
Yeah, the movie's great. I like the show. The characters are just they're like so much more enjoyable to me.
Mm.
Like I felt like
Right.
more of an instant connection to them. I'm like, oh okay, I'm here for this.
Yeah, the movie I'm more I just like the actor, the Jermaine guy. So I'm kinda he's so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie is like super funny, but it just like is that it just stays as that. I feel like the show it like takes it a step further.
that's awesome.
And the show's also set in the US. The movie was not. I
Right.
think it was set in New Zealand. So it's like a little, just a little bit different, like of a culture, I guess.
I just started rewatching Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Oh.
Have you guys ever seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's that same actor, Matt Berry.
Yes.
Yeah, he's insane. So funny.
I kind of forgot how much fun I had with that show. And then I started watching it the other night and everybody in the house was asleep and I had to like muffle my laughter. It's so dramatic and wonderful and weird and ill-timed. Oh, it's so good. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
I think it's on Amazon if anyone's trying to stream it.
Yes. Yep. Cthulhu. Undertow was an awesome book. Any plans for a next book?
Next year. This year I'm doing a crowdfunding through Zoop for this 200-page Scrooge book that I'm doing over 80 illustrations for. But next year I'm going to be doing another crowdfunded thing, and it's going to be for a 3-volume art book set. It'll be all up to date, new artwork or everything past Undertow. Thank you for asking.
Yay!
And if you want to see previews of Scrooge, you can go see them on Patreon because we post on there almost every single day. So go join and check out some Scrooge.
Go join the Patreon.
And go sign up for Zoop and go get the pre-launch page.
Yes.
I'll post a link in the comments.
Let's see. Fabio Alves says, "Hey master, I'm a fan from Brazil. Brasil." Did I say that right? I just love saying Brasil, and I hope that it's anywhere close to saying it correctly. I want to visit your country. The images I've seen are just so beautiful. And the people, all the Brazilians, like, why? Everybody's pretty over there. There's so many pretty people. Dart Baston says, oh, going back to the AI conversation, and I hate that now the first results are actually AI and then the regular ones. Exactly. It drives me bananas. I just want the information I was looking for, not the information you think you have compiled from the information I'm looking for. I don't want that.
It's not even always right.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's unreliable information, which is a whole separate issue with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bastards.
You two are angry.
Because it's just it's something nobody asked for. Like, using the search engine was fine before. Well, it was problematic that it was showing different people different types of information depending on their search history. That I
Right.
never could vibe with.
Right.
But it answered a lot of questions about why so many different people had so much opposing information. Oh, what is that? That was clickety clack. Sounded like you were tap dancing over there.
Oh, I was shaking up some ink.
I was hoping you were
He
tap
was
dancing.
eating Pop Rocks.
Eating Pop Rocks.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Like directly in the mic.
That would be terrible.
That would be so terrible. Or
Oh,
like
you know
crunching on nerds in an interview.
I'm just going to make a lot of sounds for people.
There's the Zoop link, or if you just go to zoop.gg and search Scrooge, you'll see the pre-launch page, and you can sign up so you can stay updated. We're doing a lot of really cool stuff for that campaign, so make sure you go check it out.
Mm-hmm. Zoop it up. What question for you, Jason? Is there a movie, a horror film you saw as a kid that really, really scared you, and whether or not it stuck with you? Like, you might have grown out of it, but is there one that really you were like, I should not watch this, and I can't sleep now?
Let me see. The original Twilight, not the original Twilight Zone the show, but the Twilight Zone the movie that had their version of Man on the Wing of the Plane, this little gremlin thing. When it runs up and grabs that guy on the face, I would get freaked out by that thing quite a bit. But I was older, but it was Pet Cemetery. Still remains the movie I've not rewatched because this story about this fucking sister or something that's got spinal meningitis upstairs. And it goes up there and she's like, Rachel. And she like everything about that scene and what she looked like, all of it was absolutely terrifying to me. And like, yeah, I knew I would never watch that again. And I haven't. I still haven't. I thought I was going to brave it once. No. I thought I was going to brave it once. I just never did. No.
I hear that.
What about you? Was there one that you can't come back from?
You know, I realized I still turn away, even as an adult, seeing the scene. The Shining. When
The lady?
it opens. Yes. Yo.
Yeah, that messed with a lot of people.
Why?
Yeah, I couldn't watch that. I couldn't watch that one for the longest time, and now I watch it. But like, it's still very unsettling. Even no matter what the version is, even the TV version, like, there's that whole scene and that whole character is very unsettling. Well done, Mr. King.
Like, did the boy actually have to be on set that day? Like, I wonder. I wonder that with some horror films. I know that the people in costume have conversations with kids and keep everything kind of light and fun, but also still horrifying.
Right.
Still horrifying. Yeah, I don't know. That was just ugh, everything about it. But I'm still, I guess I'm traumatized because I still look away when that scene is coming up. So yeah, well done, horror films. Screwing us up one
It's kind
poop at a time.
That's their purpose.
Which one of us would survive in a horror film and not the like black people die first, because that does happen, but in terms of skill and ability between
Who's
you and
asking
me,
this question?
I'm asking, who do you think would survive the longest?
Me.
What? Why?
You freeze.
Well,
The
I
moment
run.
whatever it was started to chase you, you would crumple and stop. Like you would give up.
I
I
would
quit.
run first. I would run first.
You would run a few steps. Like it would take you only that long to be like, this is futile. And then because what you can't stand is the idea of something right behind you.
The chase.
Yeah.
Oh man. One time I was chased in real life and I was wearing flip-flops, but I kicked those motherfuckers off so fast and just ran barefoot. But
Yeah.
but I didn't crumble. I didn't crumble. Real life, I think my brain kicks in and is like, we gotta go. We gotta go. That was with
Right.
Wendell.
Yeah. Serpentine.
Did you recover the flip flops?
I did. Oh, I had my purse. My purse went flying and my flip flops. So I was happy later that like, oh, in an actual threatening situation, I can get out of there. But if a friend is chasing me, I can't handle it. I can't. If Jason is chasing me, I can't handle it. Even the kids, like I don't like to play hide and seek. I don't enjoy tag. I don't like any of it. I do crumble. That's true.
It's
I
good to
might
see
survive
that.
in real life.
Right. That's good to know.
Yeah, see? So you've been worried this whole time, like, oh no, something happens, I'm just gonna have to leave her behind because
It's like
she
she's dead
crumbles.
weight. Yeah.
Because Joe, I literally do like
I'm like, what am I going to
I
tell the kid? That's it.
crumble to the floor. Like I can't handle it. It stresses me out too much to be chased. I guess for fun, chasing is too stressful.
No, so good.
Is Halloween Horror Nights like not your thing?
Oh my god.
We go, and she can't stand it, and I love it. It's so much fun.
I was gonna say it sounds like we need to go for like a field trip because when
Yeah.
me and Kiki go, we're like, wow, look how nice they built this set. We're just
You
like
don't run?
observing everything. No, not at all.
Who are
No,
you?
I've been going since I was like 12.
Okay.
Yeah, like every
Those old
single
days.
year that they've done it. Like in high school, we used to save all our money all year, and we would go as many times as possible. We'd buy like the multi-night pass, and we would like take the train there, like
This is
even on
not
like a
Scary Farm?
weekday. No, Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay.
Yeah, we were like adamant like fans. We'd go constantly. So no, it doesn't scare me.
Have you done Not Scary Farm?
When I was a little kid, I went.
I like that
Oh.
one.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that's why it's interesting listening to you guys talk about the movies that scared you because I like remember watching The Exorcist when I was like 5 or 6, and I just thought Reagan was really sick.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, she's so sick. Like, what's wrong with her? And like, I remember going to
Devil.
yeah, Captain Howdy got in her. That's what's wrong with
Satan?
her. Yeah, I remember going to like a Spencer's Gift in the mall when I was a kid, and my dad was like, I was like, oh, that's the sick little girl, and it was like a poster of Reagan, like just of her face, like all cut up.
The
You're
sick
like,
Like,
did they
girl
help her?
movie.
yeah, I just thought she was ill. And it's
That's
funny because
really
like
funny.
I still love The Exorcist. I have a Pazuzu tattoo on my arm, like the statue from the beginning of the movie.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah, but I was like trying to think. I was like, what freaked me out like from a movie, and the scene in Salem's Lot when he's up against the window and it's
Yep.
like the second floor.
Oh.
Oh yes.
That's pretty unsettling. Like,
Yes. Yes. That's
yeah,
one of those ones where that's keep the light on tonight situation.
yeah. And I remember like watching the movie
forgot.
Signs when that
Yeah.
came out. Like it was really easy to convince like my grandparents or like my grandma or like one of my aunts to rent movies like on VHS, or if I went to the video store myself just to get them. And there's the scene in Signs where the alien, they like show the news footage. They're like, this is
Yeah.
disturbing. And when that alien walks, he just like walks so weird. I like found that like just so creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like watching it now, I'm like, oh, that I must have been stupid. Like it's not scary, but he just walks in such like a weird manner. Like the way he steps is odd. Like it's like out
Yeah.
of step with how a person would walk. I don't know
That's
why I found that like just so weird.
that's like a
That makes
thing
sense.
with people your age. Like I've seen posts about that, like a
Oh, really?
traumatizing scene, and it's that one that people post. I'm like, oh, you're younger than me. Oh,
Yeah,
Really?
and my grandma showed me and my brother that, and my brother's 2 years younger than I am,
oh no.
and he was like cry. He was like so upset.
Like
When
I loved the scene, but like I couldn't imagine of seeing it younger. It would have absolutely freaked me out.
Yeah, I don't know how old I was when that like came out, but for some reason specifically it was just that it was the only part in the movie that like even I felt like any effect by was just the way that it fucking walks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and no, I don't know if you remember. Yeah, the Salem's Lot scene, like Stephen King, man, introducing kids in horror, and so we're not introducing, but like really playing it up, and
Mhm.
like yeah, when his friend is a vampire and he's just floating outside his window tapping
Mm-hmm.
for him to open that thing. Oh my god, no,
Horrible. Horrible.
But
horrible.
he's like not on the first floor. That's like why
Right.
it's creepy.
Right.
Yeah. He's like floating. Like when you have that like realization, like wait, he's
Yeah.
upstairs. Like, oh no, they got him.
Mhm.
There's
Did you see Children of the Corn,
Yeah, that's a good one.
the original?
That's a classic.
That terrified me. I saw that way too young. My sisters are much older than me, and I would sneak in when they had friends over and when they were watching horror films. I would like army crawl on the ground and sneak up next to the couch to see what they were watching, and it backfired every single time. Never did it go well. Never
it
ever.
was terrifying.
Horrifying. I was like
Yeah.
4 and 5 watching Nightmare on Elm Street and all of these movies. I shouldn't have
Yeah.
seen them.
Yeah, I remember watching like Candyman, and like my
Oh
mom's
yeah.
terrified of like Tony, like even just the sight of Tony Todd. She's like,
Oh no.
she's terrified.
That movie. I saw Candyman a number of times. That was around when I started going to sleepovers. So I think we were like 10, 11. And that was one of the ones that we would watch.
Yeah,
Candyman.
that's
And then we
such a-
would do
it's
the
such a
Candyman in the
classic.
mirror.
Yeah, she
We-
was like freaked out by that, and I just remember like watching that and like Silence of the Lambs, and like I didn't really get why Silence of the Lambs was scary. Like it didn't like make sense. Like
Mhm.
like it didn't fully like get. I didn't really get it. I had to like rewatch it like over time, and then I was like, okay, this is like really effective filmmaking.
Yeah. Let's see. Dart Baston says, I've always found the vampires in Fright Night one of the most disturbing ones ever. Yeah, Fright Night was great.
That's a good one.
those are more vampires like Lost Boys though, where I'm more like a fan of the vampires. Like Jerry Dandridge was so amazing. That vampire in Fright Night was incredible. Like he genuinely, like, that movie rode one of those weird, like, it's cool, but also like he scared me. Like he did one of those. They had that one of these scenes where the kid's looking through his binoculars into his neighbor's place, and he's got a lady in there and all that. So things are bad. The bad guy's lowering the blinds, but then right before he does, he like just makes eye contact with the kid in the binoculars, and they just nailed it. Like he nailed it so hard that I was like, "Run! My God, he's going to kill!" Like it really. I was like, "Shit, dude, run!" Like it was effective. It was really effective. That was, and they really nailed it on even making you feel for them, because like when Evil Ed dies, I was just like, oh, he just wanted to be accepted. Just wanted to find his people. I was obsessed with that movie. I really liked it.
Really?
Yeah, it was at a time when I was still like heavily pursuing the special effects stuff. And so there were so many just cool elements to it. And even Fright Night 2 had like a really great werewolf and some great makeup. I don't really like this remake, or I don't really care for the new one, the remake. But part 2 was fun. It's like they went in deeper on it and had more fun vampires and stuff.
Okay.
It's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, it's fun.
2?
Yeah, part 2. Yeah.
Okay, I'll definitely check it out.
Part 2 of the remake verse is not worth watching.
No.
Because they did make a straight-to-video Fright Night Part 2.
Oh,
that's supposed to
no.
take place after the remake.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even
Which I have seen, yeah.
I wasn't, I go into remakes like, I'm excited. I'm like, let's see what you did with it. And so I'm, when I'm disappointed, it's not as a purist, it's as a,
like this movie was bad.
Yeah, like you could have done something so much better.
Yeah, I agree. I defend a lot of remakes, so I get it.
You what? A lot of remakes?
I defend a lot of remakes. Like some people just like to shit on them, like right out the gate.
Yeah.
Like, before they're even out, and it's like, you didn't even see it yet. Gotta give it a chance. Can it stand on its own legs? Yes.
It feels
Michael
like
Myers can stand on those giant legs.
Yes.
What?
Oh, let me see. Cthulhu says Zelda. Oh, going back to Pet Sematary. Zelda from Pet Sematary was definitely a crazy scene. Rachel, we'll find you.
Terrible.
That line reminds me of from Children of the Corn. Malachi. They want you too, Malachi. Hearing that when I was little, I was like, oh, get out of there, Malachi. Go. Just evil children is a whole other level of scary.
Yeah.
Because kids already don't have like censor, and they're already impulsive. So then the idea of writing a kid who's also evil, nothing but terrible things are going to happen from that. Terrible things.
Do either of you have a favorite like Stephen King book or like film adaptation?
Book or film adaptation?
Yeah, I guess pick like one of each. If you have them. I know he's not like everyone's cup of tea.
Is it 1403? No, what is it? What is the
1408? Oh,
08. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That book, I actually listened to the audiobook.
It only existed as an audiobook.
Thank you. I was like, there's something about that. And it terrified me. I listened while I was driving.
I should not have done that, but I didn't know.
That's a good one.
I didn't know. Yeah, it actually made me jump and swerve slightly. Like I didn't even know I was invested the way that I was.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It gets you.
that's. Oh, it got me all right. It got me. And it. The original It movie adaptation.
Oh, the
Oh,
Tim
yeah.
Curry.
Hmm?
With Tim Curry.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What about you,
What
babe?
about you, Jason?
Yeah, short stories are fun. Yeah, 1408 was great on the read, on the listen. I don't know. I'm a big fan though. Like it's a different beast, but like those the gunslinger things really destroyed me for a while. They were pretty amazing. I think I've listened to all of them by now. So I'm just a fan in general. But I like his Bachman stuff. That's like The Long Walk was fantastic. The actual story to The Running Man is like that, because it's kind of strange because it's almost like Stephen King writing cyberpunk. But the story for The Running Man has nothing to do with the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. It is fantastic. It is truly like it's mwah, this perfect short story.
Running Man. Okay.
And the movies. I don't know.
I think Stephen King sued Warner Brothers for using his name on The Running Man because it's like so different than
It's so
anything they
different.
wrote. And then they put his name back on it when they were marketing the home video. And so
No.
he got more money from them. He was basically printing money through them being foolish and trying to use his name to promote a movie that kind of had nothing to do with
That's insane.
That's really
him.
great.
Like it was supposed to be an adaptation, but it's like so far from
Yeah.
what you would even call an adaptation.
Yeah, they didn't even try.
Maybe it made them more money.
Well, then they lost it all in like lawsuits and paying him off.
Oh, well,
There's no way it
that's
evened
not your
out.
theory. Man,
Good old Warner Brothers.
I wonder if it was a mistake, like if they just didn't notice that they did it with the videos, or if it was purposeful in hopes that he wouldn't then notice that it was on the on the video.
It was probably purposeful. They're like,
Like, nobody's
he's
gonna
too
see
busy
it.
writing 55 books a year. There's no way he's gonna
Right.
see this.
Oh, we're at an hour 43, babe.
All right. Yeah, we're wrapping it up anyway.
Yeah, you somehow timed these really well to about 2 hours. I'm not really sure because I know you're not looking at a clock.
Right. I apparently can get to a certain place in a drawing in about 2 hours.
That's really neat. How are you feeling about the piece now?
Oh, I like him. I don't think the camera is going to show it really well. So I'm going to wind up showing a post to everybody, or taking a photo of it, because I'm looking at it on the camera and I don't think it kind of blows it out a little bit. So I'll post a photo so everybody can see the subtleties in the gray tones and such. We'll see.
Yeah. No, bring it back for a sec. Bring it back. Oh yeah.
I don't know if
This
that's
is so
blurring
cool.
or not. All right, we'll take a
we
photo of
adding,
No, it
are we
wasn't.
adding this to Big Cartel tonight, or are we gonna wait?
it. If not tonight, it'll be first thing in the morning.
Sweet.
But it'll be up there. It'll be
And we have
available
our
soon
Big
enough.
Cartel sale going.
Yes,
Go buy
everybody,
some art while you can.
go buy some art. It's on sale. You don't have to do a silly code or anything. Just it's already marked down. It's the drawings that I do in the live stream. That's
Yeah,
it. Go head over to
who do
Big
we have
Cartel,
up
buy
there?
some art.
We have Deadpool on there.
Oh yeah, we got Cable, Deadpool, Hulk, all sorts of fun stuff. Go check out some art.
We have the
Yep.
Wrightson zombie. That one's really cool.
Yes, there's an homage to Bernie Wrightson's one of his iconic zombie images. That I'm amazed is still there. But yeah, check it out, and then I will post this thing probably at least a photo of it tonight. See, that's the thing. You just get stuck on a. Now I just want to keep putzing around with it until. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go. My beautiful wife. I will see you in a little bit. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, patrons. Thank you, people stopping by. Come by our Patreon. We do live drawings like this every week, plus a ton of extra stuff. And there's an art sale going on Big Cartel. And that's pretty much all for tonight. Thank you, Ms. Nora Walcott.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, for those who I have not interacted with yet or before, I'm Dinora Walcott. I am Jason's wife.
And then Death Metal Joe as the assistant. Have a great night. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you next week. Cheers.
Bye.